Wednesday, November 18th. It is currently 9 a.m. So it's about 36 hours after Hurricane IOTA finally left our backyard. And if I look a little bit exhausted, well, it's probably with good reason, because I am. We got a good night's sleep last night finally, but yeah, it's going to take a while to catch up after all the just simple stress of dealing with that major storm in our backyard. So anyway, I've just started looking at the footage and there's a lot. So I'm going to start putting together that episode for you guys that details the whole event, you know, from when it started for us until it ended. Gotta love those fans. There's another one. That's the sound they make when they're about to blow up. But in the meantime, I thought you might like to hear our summations from yesterday morning as the storm was finally leaving our backyard, as it slowly dissipated, pulled away from us and moved into Nicaragua. And everybody started just expressing their feelings and emotions about what it was like to actually have endured and survived this storm, being the biggest storm that any of us have personally experienced. So I think you might find it interesting, and it includes a very detailed and heartfelt explanation from our own Miss Madeleine as well. So the female perspective is in there for you ladies. So have a listen, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next episode, which will be the storm episode, as soon as I get it finished for you guys. So we'll go from there. Anyway, have a good day. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Somebody thinks so, don't believe them. They will again. Oh, but hey, Sebastian, how you feel? You can believe?
Yes, it's incredible, really. When you dig in, how big is the monster who passed over us, and we are fine. You feel more grateful, no?
Yeah, very grateful. There won't happen anything to us because God is here. Yeah, you can believe then we
Yes,
live
incredible.
in IOTA.
After see that big monster, and we still here. It's incredible. You feel really grateful after that.
I think it's everyone. And if you can see some video on the land, oh yeah, I'm happy that, I don't know, stay inside the ocean with a very great captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very lucky. I am very sad for Franco and the Calypso's boat.
Yeah, you can see now the water is more down, and
Yeah,
the Calypso is practically in the land.
but I think so. The Calypso alone make the good parking of the Capital Road movie.
Yeah.
You know? You remember?
It's a lucky boat.
Where is? Wait, I lose. Where are you? Yeah. Yeah. It's a lucky boat.
They got another opportunity. I think maybe don't have bigger dimensions. You have to go to check.
Now on the town is very silent. No sound, no car. It's like I'm back in the coronavirus time.
All the streets are blocked with a lot of trees and
Yeah.
other things.
And you, Tiki, you drink and eat for today.
He's happy today.
Yeah, he's happy. She
Just
come back
go
outside. Yeah. Hey, Tiki Tiki. Tiki Tiki. Good morning. Welcome back to the normal. You can sing her here now. The free. Yeah. Hola, Tiki Tiki. Hola.
Yeah.
Hola. Oh, good morning, Cap.
Hey, brother. Today is a beer day. Is a beer day.
Oh, wow.
So,
Thank you, sir.
Today we rest. We appreciate still being here.
I appreciate you.
We have a big nap.
Yeah. With the
And
fresh air, because the window now is possible to open. And we
and
can
then we'll
open.
recollect our thoughts.
Yeah.
But I can't believe we came through virtually completely unscathed. Was very lucky.
Yeah.
Yes, we are very
There was a few
lucky.
minutes there I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Hold on, because this is getting worse and it's getting scary and it's getting what it's getting. I didn't know what it was going to do, but fuck. I'm just glad we passed it. Every hour was like a scorecard. Yes, one more hour. Yes,
One more hour.
One more hour.
One
Yes,
more hour.
one more hour.
And when past the 1 o'clock in the afternoon, why is not finished? Why is
It's
not
1
finished?
o'clock.
Every hour felt like a full day.
Yeah.
I was just holding on, wondering what happened next. Oh well, we weathered it. We came
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Salute, SSL team and crew.
Salud.
Salute, great team, guys.
And
Thank
this guy-
you.
Sophisticated lady.
You can't believe this guy, Sebastian. Thank you.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
This guy climbs on board, never having any experience, you know, like on a sailboat in any kind of extreme conditions or anything. Fearless. In the water on request when needed, you know, anything needs to be done. He's just,
Go, Capitan, go.
I can't even explain. Whoa. Oh, shit. This man is one of the most courageous people I've met, and he helped us out a lot without question. Just
It's a pleasure, sir.
there.
Stay here.
And it was a scary storm. I mean, none of us knew it was going to be that bad, but we knew it was coming, and we knew it was, you know,
Yeah.
it could be bad. But no, Sebastian never batted an eye, never blinked. Just, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And when we were up on the bow, it was crazy up there, and there was waves splashing
Well,
over.
It's impossible to see anything, and it's really crazy conditions. Well,
I think so.
I
You
feel
go.
scary a
You,
few minutes, really scary.
I think so. You go to make a dive with all the mask, everything.
You know, people will probably be funny to see that, but it worked.
No,
Yes.
It allowed you to see, right?
it's more make your life more easy. Have all the equipment, all the things is, or work is more easy with all
Yeah.
the necessary. When you have all the necessary, it's more easy.
And see, those are good ideas just passed down to me by other sailors. So I pass them along, and I have my own ideas, and when I find out they're good, I pass them along also.
And thank you, sir, for all the things what I learned these days. For me, is really important. I really appreciate that.
Well, no, I'm glad you were here to help also, because it was big help for us. You know, just Maddie and I, we maybe could have made it, but you never know. But having that extra person on hand to be able to just pull everything through when it needs to be done without question makes all the difference in the world. So a good enough reason for me and for Maddie, I'm sure too, to have crew on board. You know,
Yeah.
it's one thing to get boats fixed and cleaned up and all the rest of it, but when the shit hits the fan, having somebody that's ready to go and help you fix the problem, that's when it really counts. And cheers to Sebastian for giving us that. Thank you, Sebastian.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. On
And
to the
he-
next one.
Perlita y Deborah are fine. The girls
Yeah.
are fine in my mother's house. Everything is good in her house. Everything is fine there.
Yeah, that's good. We found that out last night.
Yeah, we lose the communication yesterday for all the day. The antenna of the phone company go down.
Yeah, much of the
And
communications are down on the whole island.
Yeah, and his was very afraid for day, but for lucky, all coming well. God have a good protection for us.
CC. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And to Maddie.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tiki, for your company too.
Yeah, I think it's a really brave beer.
Yeah, really brave. She feel all the wind, the strong wind, the squall, everything. And, Tiki? And you don't stop to sing.
Luca.
Oh! Luca come back on board. Oh, she coming. He coming.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Hey,
Good morning.
Here alive.
Wow! So this was an adventure, eh?
Oh, why you don't tell me that you go to buy a bread? Ah,
Sì,
wow.
questa
Bad
è la
man.
pizzeria.
Ah.
So wow!
Yeah. You
Ready for
drive?
another one?
Is it true?
No.
Eh?
I don't
Well,
know.
we looked this morning. The forecast is dissipated.
Dissipating.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
like that word. Right?
I see.
So
Fuck.
hopefully it's gone, but we gotta wait and see another day or two. The weather's got to clear a bit after this storm. It sucked all the energy out of the area. So
Luca, you drive?
There is a saying in Italian say non c'è due senza il tre.
Yeah.
There
El
is
quattro
no
viene
two
da
without
sé.
three, something like that, no?
El 4 viene da sé. No, yeah.
porca
Shut up.
no.
Don't tell something.
So, well,
But you drive all the night to yesterday?
no, last night I was...
Okay. Because
I
he
could
started
sleep.
yesterday,
I could
3
sleep
o'clock
2 hours.
a.m.
but you had the motor most
to
of the time.
drive.
Yeah, I stayed like 10, 12 hours at the wheel. So yeah, I was doing STP, steering training program. Sailing training simulation on the side.
But it worked. You unloaded your anchors. So.
Yeah, no. Then
But if you stopped the engine, you started dragging right away.
yeah, a little. But then it depends because sometimes they move. I have 2 anchors. There is 2 meters of water there.
Yeah.
So it's unbelievable.
Just
You
needs
you have
heavier anchor.
Rockna and Delta, right?
No, I'm using the Mantis 105 as my primary. It's oversized, but hey,
Okay.
it
No,
helps.
because I was thinking what's the best purchase next for what concern anchor because
Yeah, see, I've still got the Rockna 70 is what I use as a kedge on the primary chain. It's about, I don't know what, 5, maybe 4 or 5 meters back from the primary anchor. Reverse. And we watch across there. See when we hook. And there we go. And you can see our bow just swung. Alright, more wind. see, we're churning up lots of water. Is that full extension? So Mantis 105, and then we bolted a Rockna 70 onto the chain right behind it. So the two of them, yeah, they held like a rock, an anchor, you know.
Unbelievable.
We
Everybody
can
was
move.
loading
We
except
can
you.
move. Yeah, we can move.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm still at full right, but we got the bow is catching and it's spinning us around. Once we rotate a little further, I'll put it in reverse and start backing up on it. Okay, you can see right there, that's where Sebastian is, that's where the anchors are. And now we should be starting to see the anchors resetting down there.
If you see the video of today, have the scream and the anchor is stopped and the boat is stopping the same point for all the time. We are
And
very
then, I
lucky.
mean, and then the story about Capitan Ron, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the parking is like in the movie, alone.
I see.
Shoo!
No, and then, I mean, the press here, Armada, is using this event just to do pure propaganda. Because I
not
saw
true.
directly what happened, so it was dragging. They did.
Yeah, but going
they
in the middle of the
didn't
ocean.
do anything
No.
except going there and asking something. And then suddenly the sea, the tide, I don't know, it was starting to float again.
Yeah,
and then just pushed there from the sea.
Yeah, Franco's boat's trying to refloat itself. Look, it's almost upright. The anchor's still caught. But she swung around into deeper water or something. The wind blew it off the sand.
It's
And
not,
so
in the
they-
middle, not in the middle of the ocean. It's,
Yeah.
it's in
Alta mar.
Alta mar.
Yeah,
It's a
open
middle
ocean.
open
Unbelievable.
ocean.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but that wasn't the Armada doing that. That was the
No.
newscaster.
Yeah, this for me.
Making a sensational story.
How they manage the situation here in Colombia. Like, so this morning I had a meeting with an appointment with immigration. 8 o'clock. Nobody there. Nobody.
No advise you anything.
But
I want to go out.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't think anybody'd be open today. The whole island is taking a breath.
But in town there are little damage. Little damage, just a few broken glass, something.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about this side, yeah, but the west side again, that's going to be...
Yeah, Emanuele
completely
told me
destroyed.
that there were waves up to the electrical post.
Yeah.
So like 6 meters, 6 meters, 7
Yeah.
meters of waves.
Yeah, crazy.
No, it's
So a lot
Yeah.
of adrenaline, not sleeping.
now you
No, I'm
are.
glad we all made it through, okay? Glad to see you guys did. Sorry
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Captain Round 2, but no, that's... We called the Coast Guard to come and get, to help him.
Yeah, because he has no radio.
I knew
No.
they wouldn't tow him off the thing, but, even if they did, what are they going to do? They're going to re-anchor him, he's going to drag right back.
No, it's in this
And
situation.
if this time, maybe he doesn't get lucky and hit that, the island, he just goes and out into the ocean somewhere and crash on the reef. That would be even worse. So No, I was happy that they just left him there, but at least got him off the boat because there's nothing else he can do at that point.
Well, you know, he's very lucky, yeah, because when I saw the boat like this, I was thinking, so. No, we
Alessandro,
were thinking about like this tugboat to pull him out, but yeah, strong boat, very strong
Luca,
boat.
Alejandro. So the last crew of Franco, you remember?
The Red Speedo Italian?
Yeah, the red bikini of
The new
Capitano.
Captain
Yeah.
Ron.
He was the news from Mexico, and he's when I saw the news, then
The hurricane.
the hurricane, the Franco,
La Macumba.
and see the Franco immediately, you know? Wow, so yeah, well,
Okay.
lucky.
Franco's gonna be worldwide news first page now.
Strange guy.
Maybe that'll
So
help him.
it's not my fault. No knife around. You see?
Once everybody finds out what the boat is from, maybe he'll help him sell the boat. It's gonna be really famous now.
Yeah. Ciao. Thank
Ciao.
Alright, ciao, Luca.
Ciao, Luca.
Have a good rest.
Have a good rest. Yeah, we'll see you later on. Oh man.
The same as.
Yeah. I'm glad they made it through. I saw them a couple of times and the wind was just screaming past them and he was buried in fucking mist. Like you could hardly even see the boat. It looked like he was sinking.
Yeah.
It looked like the boat was up to the gunnels in water and I was like, what? It's like, oh man, I hope he's holding on. It's like, shit. And it's like, if that's what we look like, I can't even imagine. It's a different experience when you're on board. You hear it, but you don't really see it. You look out at the other boats and then you see it and you're like, fuck. Jesus. I'm just glad we made it through. Everybody intact, touch wood. Nobody died. Nobody sank. We had a bunch of boats playing bumper boats. Luckily, you know what? Where we really exceedingly got lucky is the fact that it happened in daylight.
Yeah.
It started at 5 a.m.
That same experience in the middle of the night. I don't
All
wanna
those boats dragging in the
that.
dark, can you imagine?
No.
Bumping into each other, pulling anchors, trying to re-anchor, anchoring in front of you, coming down, they don't see us, we don't see them, they bounce into us. It would have been a whole other
Fix the
nightmare.
second snob that is gone.
No,
Oh, man.
that was impossible in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I don't think we would have even went up to check it, which means we probably would have lost the other snubber, in which case then the chain starts to pull on the windlass and starts to go out, and the next thing you know, all the chain is gone, or whatever stupid thing. Or the windlass breaks off. I mean, who knows what? There's so many possibilities, but it happened in daylight, and that's where we really got lucky.
Yeah.
So, cheers to that also.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, I think so. Like yes. Okay, guys, time to rest.
Yeah.
See you everyone.
Time to rest. Get these guys on the bike too. That's
Motor ride for understanding what's up in the island today.
Just come to our favorite beach, chill out for a little while.
Yeah, for Lucky, I think so. She don't have a lot of damage, Janet.
No, not this side. It's all the other side.
Yeah. Hola. Hola, buenas. Hi. Hi, Janet. How are you?
Good,
Everything okay?
Hola, buenas señoras.
Everything
Buenas
okay?
todas. Oh, hi, happy
Inside
day.
everything is okay.
Yeah,
That side
for life.
is where is the disaster.
Yeah. All messed up.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends on other sides. To me, they are incommunicate.
Yeah.
Movie star.
Everybody, no charge, no electricity. So phone dead.
Yeah, we had a long time on the boat. Interesting day.
And they say Saturday it's going to be here and next one again.
Well, that's what they
Oh,
said
yeah.
originally, but we're just watching now, and now maybe
It's gone.
It's all.
40%, I hope.
Hopefully not.
Uh-huh. Well, I think you guys have all heard from me. You've heard from Sebastian. You've heard from Luca. Giving you our kind of rundown on how it felt to be on the boat during a storm like that. I think the one thing remaining now is everybody probably wants to know how Miss Madeleine felt about it. First time in a big storm, on a boat, little island in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden it turns into a monster. And I'm sure there's a lot of sailors out there, novice sailors, potential sailors, wives of sailors, ladies especially, probably interested in the female perspective of what it felt like to be on that boat going through a storm like that. So what do you think, Maddie?
It's very adrenaline time.
High adrenaline?
Yeah, adrenaline time. Oh, really? I feel well. I never think that the storm was like really arrived. I realize that make you nervous don't help a lot. And the best is stay quiet, listen a lot to what the people need in this moment, and make the best that you can to do. I think I was not a lot afraid because the bad side of the island protect us. It's not the bad side, it's the wonderful side of the island. But when the storm crash into the island and in opposite side of us, we are in a protected bay, and make me quiet, so no something like this.
But the storm got a lot worse than we thought. Was there ever a point when you thought to yourself, wow, this is way worse than I thought it was going to be? What happens? What's going to happen? All these boats dragging, are we going to drag? What's going to happen?
I don't know, it's a big lesson. Really, the only I'm afraid is that we lose the anchor and then we need to bring soon the control of the boat in the middle of the night. For lucky happen all in the day we can see very well. And make me afraid that the strong wind can broken the main the master, and something on the boat.
Break the main mast.
Yeah, the main mast. And something more on the boat, then yes, give us a lot of problem. I don't know, my captain gave me a lot of I don't know. You wake me always in a bad moment and I don't think the question you tell me.
I don't want you to think about it. I just want you to answer normally. That's the point.
Was a very great experience. I learned a lot, and I hope and really I think help me in the future adventure that I want to live in the middle of the ocean.
You still want to go sailing after an experience like that?
Oh yeah.
Are you crazy, woman?
Yeah. My first experience was when I was a child with my father with a very bad storm. It's not a hurricane, but I remember very well. And I start to love sailing. I'm supposed to be a little crazy, but yes. And
Yes.
the second, inside the ocean was with Captain Rick and his sons with a very strong electric storm in Panama last year.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And I think so making me more afraid than this hurricane.
Every adventure starts with something going wrong in the middle of the ocean during a thunderstorm.
If you will be inside the ocean with a storm like this, yes. I think I feel more afraid than in a bahia. Because the waves are bigger, so we don't have some shelter. Is the boat are all in more, and yes, but this time I pass a good time. I only very tired. Yeah, I need to sleep. But it's very emotional. It's very strong emotionality.
Was there ever a point when you just felt maybe we're not going to get out of this, or what was the most afraid you ever were? Like, what was the one thing you saw or that happened that you felt, I'm afraid, I'm worried?
Then another boat crashed in our boat, to our boat, because the guys, the fishermen boat, some fishermen boat, and the guys that drive are very crazy. They make something very crazy and make feel dangerous a lot of another people, and in a dangerous position. Us and another boat. They lose the anchor, but they don't know really what they need to do. And this makes you more afraid, because it's like when you drive in a big city. You can have a lot of confidence in yourself, but you don't know the other people. And this is the most challenge, the big challenge inside a one big storm. If you meet another boat that lose the anchor, or we need another obstacles, another
Anchor? I don't know what.
no obstacle when you running and you find some block. What's
Obstacle?
obstacle? Yes.
Obstacle.
Obstacle. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obstacle.
Say again?
And I don't remember. You want the real life, the real time? I don't remember. I speak.
But you were actually more afraid of the other boats than you were the storm.
Yeah, really, yes. For the storm, the network is incredible, and you can do anything. Only try to make the best, and really you need to have if you don't go on the land, then I don't know if it's better or not, but you are here, you can go out of the boat. You need to bring your brave and stay and quite calm of your mind. But yeah, the most big afraid was the big boat, the loose anchor, and some obstacle beside the sea. Yeah. You can do anything.
So what was the one thing that happened in the course of that whole thing that you'll remember the most?
They wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, they call from Calypso, please, please.
Yeah, for us that was really the start of the hurricane.
Please call the Coast Guard, please call the Coast Guard, I'm upside down. Yeah, this is the force. And
as soon as I saw his name on your phone, I was like, yep, it's begun.
Yeah, I realized that the really big storm coming, the really hurricane just started its way from in San Andreas, and yes, the game started. Open the game for all the day, 30 hours of for play with the IOTA.
Yeah, she said, let the games begin. Can't really say that was the ending. I think it's just the end of the beginning. Because from here, we don't even know where we're going next. I mean, we know where we want to go next, but what's tomorrow going to bring next week? Everything is up in the air because nobody ever expected to have this. I mean, we just had 2 back-to-back Category 5 hurricanes land in our backyard. And an electrical storm that knocked us, us and other boats, and just like life changes in such a heartbeat. It's just unbelievable. And we really just want to carry on and get sailing and get back into on the move, visiting new places again. And
yeah.
So for us, that's what's next. It's just a matter of when is it appropriate time to do it and actually start moving again. And we just wanted to sit out hurricane season here because this is the safe zone. Now it says was the safe zone. Now there is no safe zone. How do you react to that? How do you react to that? Even the locals here are like, what just happened? What? Tell us, please. We want to make sure if we were bad, we won't do it again, we promise. 2 Category 5 hurricanes in the back door in 2 weeks. Never, ever, ever has happened before.
And in an aspect, because IOTA for lucky is arrive here, but go to the south, to the north soon.
Yeah, ETA wasn't as powerful when it approached here, but then it moved south, and it's sandwiched between San Andres and Nicaragua, and just pummeled the island with waves.
This change in the IOTA change in the last 24 hours this way, and it was...
Yeah, IOTA was not predicted to become this big, this powerful. It was warned that, oh yeah, it's probably going to be more than a tropical storm, but then it's never until it's on top of you really know what happens. And by the time everybody was starting to talk about it, it had already filled in that whole southern basin with wind because it was drawing. If you look at the weather charts before the storm formed, it was drawing, its main weather bands were coming out of Central America. That's never happened before. It was drawing its energy and wind from the Pacific across Panama
Panama is actually suffering right now too from the effects of IOTA. And that's mind-boggling. Just, they're all sitting there going, what just happened? But it was all the feeder bands that helped IOTA form and come in here. And that's why if you see the news from a few days ago, in mainland Colombia, you got Cartagena, a couple of the big cities on the shore side were flooded completely from big waves as all that wind came up the coast of South America like it's never done before.
And our earthquake too.
It's just mind-boggling, but things are changing, folks. Shit's happening. New rules are being written right in front of our eyes.
Our blame, our fault. We never thinking, but happened.
Oh, it's happening. No, it's not going to bend to us. The question is, can we bend to it? No idea, but something to ponder. So for that, I think we'll leave you with that for now. We're going to get back and just try and relax a little bit for the rest of the evening. We're going to do takeout again tonight. Nobody feels like doing anything, so Sebastian's with his family, everybody's happy there, and we're just going to enjoy a quiet night on the boat, do some takeout, maybe watch a movie, and crash. And that's it. So that's the plan. So I hope you guys are all safe at whatever you're doing, at home or wherever.
Stay close to us.
Yeah, thanks for all your messages, support.
Yeah.
You guys have been unbelievable through all this. It really helps us get through too. So cheers to you guys. Salud. Take care, and we'll see you out there.
And don't
Stay safe.
forget that the power is not us. The power is from the Mother Nature. We are not the power.
We are not the power. We can only bend to the power. It's like a sign my mom gave me. It says, you can't control the wind. All you can do is bend your sails to adjust to the wind. We live by that now, especially after these past couple weeks. So I guess all of our rules are changing. What's your new rule? Let us know. Until then, ciao everybody.
Ciao.